The night sky was a sea of serene darkness, stars scattered like diamonds on black velvet. Then, it happened. A violent, gut-wrenching shake. The cockpit, once a sanctuary of calm, became a chaotic symphony of alarms. Red lights flashed across the instruments, each one a screaming warning. But my hands, they didn't tremble. They were firm on the controls, an extension of my will, a promise to the souls behind me. Every hour of training, every simulated emergency, it all came down to this moment. Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is Flight 734, experiencing severe turbulence and instrument failure, requesting immediate assistance in vectors to the nearest suitable airport. My voice cut through the noise, steady, measured, no room for panic. Panic is a luxury you can't afford at 35,000 feet through the reinforced glass. Lightning spiderwebbed across the sky, illuminating monstrous clouds that churned and boiled. The world outside was a furious, raging beast. Inside the cabin, I could imagine the fear, the sudden jolts, the flickering lights, the hushed, anxious whispers. Every passenger had placed their trust in us. In this metal tube hurtling through the storm, it was a weight heavier than the aircraft itself. My co-pilot was a rock beside me, his eyes scanning the backup instruments, cross-referencing, calling out altitudes and airspeeds. We were a team, a two-person ballet against the fury of nature. His calm presence was a quiet reassurance. Tower, we've lost primary navigation. We're flying on backups. Give me a heading. The voice on the other end was a lifeline, a calm port in the storm. They gave us a heading, a direction, a thread to follow through the labyrinth of the storm. I adjusted our course, my movements precise. Economical, the aircraft groaned under the strain, but it held. These machines are built to withstand incredible forces, but it's the human element, the decision-making, that truly makes the difference. Minutes felt like hours. The storm was relentless, a boxer throwing body blow after body blow. The turbulence was like being in a giant's fist, shaken mercilessly. I could feel the sweat on my brow, but my focus never wavered. I was in the zone, a place of pure concentration where instinct and training merge. I saw the faces of my family in my mind, a fleeting image, a source of strength. I wasn't just flying a plane, I was fighting for every life on board, for my own, for the chance to see the sunrise again. The co-pilot pointed. There, a break in the clouds. It was a small gap, a tiny window of hope in the suffocating darkness. I angled the plane towards it, a delicate maneuver. Pushing through the thick wall of cloud was like diving into an ocean. And then, we broke through. For a moment, the shaking subsided. Below us, a blanket of angry gray clouds still stretched to the horizon. But ahead, the sky was clearer. Flight 734, you are 10 miles out. Runway 27 is clear for landing. Winds are strong, crosswind from your left. The tower's voice was a welcome melody. 10 miles. We were almost there. But the fight wasn't over. Landing in these conditions would be the ultimate test. The crosswind would try to push us off course, to deny us the safety of the runway. I began our descent, throttling back, extending the flaps. The plane responded, but the wind was a stubborn opponent. I could feel it pushing against the rudder, trying to twist the nose away from the center line. My feet worked the rudder pedals, dancing a delicate, constant dance of correction. Gear down. I commanded. 3 green lights confirmed the landing gear was locked in place. One less thing to worry about. The world outside the cockpit window became a blur of motion and rain. Through the sheets of water, I saw them, a string of brilliant white and red jewels piercing the gloom. The runway lights. I've seen them thousands of times, but tonight, they were the most beautiful sight in the world. They were a promise of solid ground, of safety, of an end to this ordeal. 500 feet, the automated voice called out. The plane bucked again. The wind was gusting. Unpredictable. Stay with me now, I whispered to the aircraft. We were a team, her and I. My hands were light on the yoke, feeling the air, anticipating the gusts, making tiny, almost imperceptible adjustments. 100, 50, 40, 30. The ground rushed up to meet us. My eyes were locked on the end of the runway. 20, 10. I flared the aircraft, pulling the nose up just slightly, bleeding off the last of our airspeed. The main wheels kissed the tarmac. It wasn't the smoothest landing of my career, but it was solid, firm. The tires screeched in protest as they gripped the wet asphalt. I deployed the thrust reversers, the engines roaring as they threw their power forward, slowing us down, pinning us to the earth. The nose wheel came down, and we were rolling straight and true down the center line. The battle was won. As we taxied towards the terminal, the rain still lashing against the windows, a profound sense of relief washed over me. It was a quiet, deep feeling, not of triumph, but of gratitude. I looked over at my co-pilot. We shared a look, a silent acknowledgement of what we had just been through together. The alarms were silent now. The only sound was the hum of the engines and the rhythmic swipe of the windshield wipers. In the cabin, I knew the tension would be breaking. There would be applause, tears of relief, people hugging strangers. They had faced their fear and come out the other side. And we, in the cockpit, had held the line. That's the core of what we do. It's not just a job. It's a responsibility, a calling to be the calm in the storm. If you've ever wondered what it takes to face a challenge like this and bring everyone home safely, it's years of dedication and an unwavering commitment to excellence. This channel is all about sharing those stories, the moments of challenge, and the triumphs of the human spirit in the world of aviation. If you were inspired by this journey, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We have so many more flights to share with you. Thank you for flying with us today.